So, Vice President of Artists for Peace.
Vice-président des Artistes pour la paix, membre exécutif.
And the Canadian Network to Abolish Nuclear Weapons. It is a great honor for me to introduce Gilles Vigneault, who is the equivalent for Quebec people of what a combination of Joni Mitchell and Leonard Cohen would represent for English-speaking people in North America. His fight against nuclear weapons started, to my knowledge, in 1982-83, when he led different shows in Montreal to the benefit of an international organization called Performing Artists for Nuclear Disarmament. Remember, led by singer Harry Belafonte and Swedish actress Liv Ullmann, along with Quebec artists such as Judy Richard, who is our vice president at Artists for Peace, co-vice president with me, Yvon Deschamps, Raoul Duguay, and dancer Margie Gillis, all four still very active in their artistic life or for our demonstrations in public by les Artistes pour la Paix. We are so grateful now to see, for example, a young artist like Karine Vanas, who was present yesterday evening at the opening of the International Uranium Film Festival, along with photographer Bob Del Tredici, and the Cree filmmaker who presented his short and moving documentary with, remember, the allegory of the skunk for uranium mining industry. Artists for Peace are so proud to have Guylaine Marois as a president, who realized the famous Gentilly or Not to Be documentary illustrating our fight, culminating in 2012 by the closing of this dangerous nuclear plant. The fact that Gilles Vigneault is here among us is a tribute to the fantastic organizers of this symposium. You may applaud here. And his performance will represent the fitting artistic conclusion to these 3 full days. These 3 days have witnessed a terrific junction between artists, scientists, and Aboriginal communities from Africa, Australia, Mongolia, and of all First Nations in Canada. There's been also a great junction between generations, elders like pioneer Hélène Caldicott, and a young rising organization like ICAN, International Coalition to Abolish Nuclear Weapons, represented here by Ariel Denis from France. Voici donc Gilles Vigneault.
Let's welcome on stage Mr. Gilles Vigneault. He is a writer of the Élan Global that gave a nice impulse to the demonstration in Quebec City last week, the climate demonstration in Quebec City.
Documentary film presented yesterday afternoon thanks to Michel Jean from University of Minnesota. I find it fabulous that I saw for the first time this documentary produced here with our organization, thanks to a scholar from Minnesota University. This illustrates the junctions that are made. See, it's fabulous. So we saw this documentary with, you know, the man-made thermometer in front of l'Assemblée nationale, and which showed very vividly that the temperature is rising for our climate, rising also with the possibility of war due to our conservative Stephen Harper politics. To confront this movement, you know, this government, which sold yesterday 2,000 tons of uranium to India, a country which still hasn't signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Here is a giant of our, thank you. Here is a giant of our Quebec culture. I don't see the door opening, but voici le géant de la culture québécoise, Gilles.
So here's the giant of our Quebec culture, Mr. Gilles Vigneault.
Merci, danke schön, thanks. Merci. Je vous remercie.
I would like to thank you all for being present. I would like to thank you. I would like to thank organizers that invited me. It is a great honor, and I would have liked to be able not to be here, and I guess yourselves as well. And we know why. We all know why we are gathered. I don't have time for a speech here, but let me tell you a short story. 2 years ago, I was watching TV, and suddenly I saw some familiar faces. And then I said, but this is back home, this is home. And yes, this was a session of the council in Natashquan, in the North Shore of Quebec, in Canada. And right there was a former Liberal MP, and then he turned himself into a lobbyist or some type of paid lobbyist, and he was trying to bring the good news, so to speak, in Natashquan, due to the fact that under their ground, there apparently was a lot of uranium, potential uranium under their feet. And then I got scared when I learned what this was about. And fortunately, for me and for my song, fortunately, people in Natashquan also got scared, and I was very proud to see them say no. They said no. And then I said to myself, I'm a guy from Natashquan, my village. If I were there, I would write a song. And somebody said, well, you should write your song. All right. So that's what I did.
Je suis conscient qu'il y aura des communications beaucoup plus importantes que ma chanson. Mais si chacun n'apporte pas sa petite pierre à l'édifice de l'avenir que nous voulons construire, l'édifice n'aura pas lieu. Voici donc ma petite pierre. J'aurais dit à ce monsieur qui venait nous vendre le bonheur nucléaire, qui n'est pas une chose impossible, mais il y a quelques problèmes, il faut bien l'avouer. Et je dis à ce monsieur, tu viens nous voir en homme d'affaires, les mains pleines de milliers d'emplois, avec ton savant nucléaire, compteur Geiger au bout des doigts. Et vous nous proposez d'extraire de nos galets de l'uranium, comme s'il était question d'en faire un jardin de géranium, comme s'il était question de faire un jardin de géranium. J'ai su, d'entre les épinettes, sans faire de peine à tes projets, qu'un peu partout sur la planète, on s'interroge à ce sujet de ce qu'on apprend dans les nouvelles. Ton expert n'a pas soufflé mot. Cette énergie-là se révèle un dangereux Eldorado. Cette énergie-là se révèle un dangereux Eldorado. Les noms de ces malheurs sonnent drôles. Chernobyl et Fukushima. Paraît que si on perd le contrôle, c'est bien mauvais pour le climat. puis de l'énergie. On a à revendre. La plus belle preuve, c'est qu'on en revend et qu'on n'a pas fini de prendre celle du soleil et celle du vent et qu'on n'a pas fini de prendre celle du soleil et celle du vent. Essaye pas de nous rendre responsables du développement de tout le Québec. Ça fait longtemps qu'on est sur le sable, puis on s'est arrangé avec. Dans ton discours, sans que ça m'étonne, la beauté est un mot tabou. Faudra demander aux Autochtones d'expliquer ça aux caribous. Faudra demander aux Autochtones d'expliquer ça aux caribous. Sois pas surpris du moratoire pour réfléchir avant de creuser. C'est qu'ici, on a de la mémoire, puis que tu as l'air d'un gars bien pressé. Tu vas revenir. On va t'attendre. Mais tu as 5 ans pour réfléchir aux maladies que tu vas répandre loin de chez toi pour t'enrichir. Aux maladies que tu vas répandre loin de chez toi pour t'enrichir. Tu viens me voir en homme d'affaires, les mains pleines de milliers d'emplois, avec ton savant nucléaire, compteur Geiger au bout des doigts. Si jamais tu trouves une poubelle pour les beaux déchets que tu produis, reviens me voir avec ta pelle, je t'aiderai si je suis toujours en vie. Reviens me voir avec ta pelle, je t'aiderai si je suis toujours en vie. Merci. Jean-François Groux.